Sonic the Hedgehog, known for his speed and sassy attitude, has had so many racing games it's not even funny at this point. Every time I see a new Sonic racing game coming out, I think to myself, and usually verbally out loud, why does Sonic use a flippin' car? Why don't they have him on foot? I mean, everyone else can have one, but he's known for his speed. That's his thing. He's plenty fast on his feet. Even a game I love like Sonic Riders did at one point show Sonic not being fast enough to catch up to a bird on a hoverboard. A hoverboard! Come on, Sonic can go faster than they portrayed. Why are they nerfing my boy when it comes to racing games? Well, that wasn't always the case. There was this one game on Sega Saturn, granted I played it on Windows back in the day, where you could run around as Sonic racing around. No, not that one. Yes, Sonic R. Sonic R put us in the racing mode, and actually let us play as Sonic on foot. Finally, a game where Sonic was racing on foot like he should be. It's caused Sega to be too scared of pure, unadulterated fun with Sonic racing games. Well, to that I say, man up Sega, bring back tag mode. Today I want to talk about this game and give a little love to it. I'm Jiggylookback, and I'm a Sonic R defender. Let me start by saying it doesn't take a genius to see all the flaws Sonic R has, so I guess I'll just list them out. We need to talk about the controls first and foremost. All the characters are on foot, as I mentioned. I mean, sort of. We can play as Sonic, Tails, Knuckles, and Amy right off the bat, Amy being in a car. We can see Eggman as an unlockable and another racer right at the start, also on his floating egg cart thingy. I feel like these make sense having vehicles. We also have some unlockable characters, but the control issue applies to all. A good thing is we can be really fast. So fast, Sonic can't even make the most basic turns without drifting out of control a little bit. You'll spend most of your time moving forward as fast as possible in these races. You can move in any direction, and if you hit the bumpers, you do this sort of tilt function. I found this helpful to line up with trails of rings more than anything. But making sharp turns? Heck no. You just sort of slip slidey around as you attempt to make a turn, as the walls seemingly pull you in. It's like tank controls, but in a racing game. I wouldn't say they're quite as bad as like Resident Evil's tank controls, but still, when trying to go fast, it doesn't make it easy. I found though if you have a jump ability like Sonic having a double jump, Tails flying, or Knuckles gliding, you get a bit more control, especially with Tails, but you can't beat raw speed, so Sonic's your best bet at the beginning. Other than that, the controls are pretty straightforward. You can also do a crappy spin dash, but why would you want to? The next issue is how the characters are crazily unbalanced. While I think at the beginning when you only have a handful, the balance is a lot better, still I found myself getting the fastest character and running circles around everyone as Sonic. Amy can have a crazy boost of speed, but she never was a problem for me. Knuckles and Sonic appeared to be the best two from the get-go, and I preferred Sonic because I had a hard time controlling Knuckles' glide how I wanted. And when I did play as Knuckles, it was just constantly me trying to glide, so yeah. In all honesty, I remember playing as Knuckles more than anyone else as a kid. But regardless, once you start unlocking the other characters, and particularly Super Sonic, you'll never switch again. Super Sonic is so broken, he's faster than everyone, and hazards don't really affect him. At least an attempt was made to create hazards and conditions to sort of give specific characters an edge on each stage. For example, Sonic goes on water and immediately falls in, but on land he's fast and he has to jump to avoid water. Amy rides over it, but doesn't have a jump and can boost to high speed, so on flat surfaces that are straight lines, she goes faster. Super Sonic acts like the hazard is not even there and just straight up flies over everything at blistering speeds, being significantly faster than every other character in the game. Thankfully, to unlock him, you need to get all the Chaos Emeralds, because if you didn't, the whole game would be a cakewalk. Especially because the next flaw is talking about how short the game is. There's a Grand Prix with 5 total stages. Cleverly all starting with R for those who didn't realize that. Resort Island, Radical City, Regal Ruin, Reactive Factory, and the unlockable stage, Radiant Emerald. That's it, 5 stages. And if you count them being mirrored, we have 10, but I wouldn't count that, so 5. 5 stages in total for a fun Grand Prix. You could place first in all of them and have the game beaten realistically in probably like an hour or 2. Now if you want to collect everything, that's a little different, but the length of the Grand Prix is that quick if simply racing, which is the main point of the game. There are other modes like Time Trial, Collect the Balloons, and best of all, Tag. but even so, you won't spend too much time past the main campaign unless you're me and spend hours playing tag. The game is extremely short, and that's about where the faults end if I'm being honest. Controls, character balance, and game length. 3 fairly important things, but though this game has flaws, I can see and feel the sunshine. First and foremost, though this game has flawed controls and the gameplay, why do I keep doing that? Niblasto, I'm struggling. First and foremost, though this game has flawed controls, the gameplay is really interesting. Being on foot gives it a distinct feel and cool mechanics. Lots of characters have special abilities and jumpy moves. As mentioned, Tails can fly, Knuckles can glide, Sonic does a double jump, Amy boost, the list goes on. These help you navigate stages and will cause you to think about what character would be better for each path, as stages often have multiple pathways to explore. Stages will have pathways with things like springs to bounce on, hidden doors we can go through with enough rings, and boost pads that will launch us forward based on how many rings we have to power it. Plus, it's a Sonic game, so expect some loop-de-loops. You'll be experimenting with each character and trying different moves and abilities and see who has an edge on each stage. Unless you're cheap and just go Supersonic, which I don't blame you. The stage and world design is also very good. The multiple pathways are cool and you'll want to explore each stage as it's packed with content and collectibles. You'll be hunting for the secret coins to unlock new characters and searching high and low for the legendary Chaos Emeralds. All of those are needed to unlock Supersonic, and there are some on each stage. Sometimes you'll be doing something like opening a door and that will make something happen, like a cannon fire, and you come back and an emerald will be waiting. The only catch to figuring out these things is you need to place first to collect the emeralds, which can be a challenge, but a welcome one to help extend the game's length. Each stage is designed well and has a cool theme. Resort Island is a super happy grassy area with plenty of water and pathways to explore. There's a cool area with some ancient ruins that'll make you curious. The colors are so vibrant and beautiful here, like a tropical paradise. Radical City is one big night highway with a lot of pinball-like areas. We bounce, we run, we search for secrets. This may be my favorite area personally. Then there is Regal Ruin, which is ancient Echidna architecture. From what I can tell, you'll be jumping over stones and trying to navigate tight turns. This stage takes some figuring out with all the turning you do, but the aesthetic and hieroglyphics on the walls is dope to look at. Reactive Factory is a big factory out in the ocean. It gives the same vibes as something like Metal Harbor from the Adventure series. It's definitely more of the endgame race, as its emeralds are hard to collect and place first at the same time. And then finally, Radiant Emerald, which is sort of this game's answer to Rainbow Road, as it's like Rainbow Road in space. We can see planets in the background, and it looks pretty cool to be honest. Let's just talk about the look in general of this game. This may be the sort of awkward generation, especially for Sega, but I found this little world charming. The character models are simple but effective, especially the Tails doll, which is the stuff of absolute nightmares. I mean, look at that zipper on the back. What's inside of that? What were they thinking? It even moves creepy. Ugh. Anyways, Sonic and team look good, and I really like how this is that sort of time when the Sonic CD intro animation was how we imagined Sonic in the 3D space. I don't dislike future Sonic models, but this to me is the best look to base his model on. Aside from the look and the collectibles, the music, as usual for a Sonic game, goes really hard. The Supersonic racing track has stuck with me my whole life basically. Can you feel the sunshine? Man, I've been feeling the sunshine for years. I had to do an internet search to see how they describe the music, as it's so unique. The internet says it's like 90s Eurodance mixed with pop rock. Well, whatever it is, I like it. It's so upbeat and happy. Just take a brief listen to some of these tracks. It just hits. And another thing I want to highlight about this title is the alternate modes. I can't speak for the multiplayer, though I can't help but feel it's probably fun. Imagine what it could be like online with lots of people. That'd be sick. The time trial is a standard racing game mode, but the balloon collecting mode is a nice change that lets me explore the levels even further, looking in every nook and cranny trying to find these stupid balloons. And more importantly, the tag mode is a blast. This mode is such a unique and fun idea. A bunch of characters get a head start running around the map, and you have to run into them and tag them out. I spent a lot of time as a kid playing this mode, and even today I love this concept. If I were to improve it, I would obviously give it an online mode so I could play with a bunch of people, expand how many are in there, and get rid of that mini-map. Don't let me cheat. I want to find you. Hide, let me find you, and tag you. It's like Ghost in the Graveyard. Oh man, I love that game growing up. Modes like this need to be more of a thing in racing games, but you know what? That's just it. It would probably be hard to implement in another racing game, as the characters being on foot gives them the ability to accelerate fast and sort of flip around at any sign of trouble. And the environment caters to us being able to jump and move like a platformer. It's just so freaking unique. It feels like its own subgenre of racer. A runner, I guess? Not like Temple Run, but you know what I mean. And that's the main thing that makes Sonic R such an interesting game. It's unique among racers. It's unique among Sonic games. It's doing its own thing up there, and I'm into it. It's not perfect, but it's a fun little game to look back on and try, which is why I'll defend it and recommend you check it out if you can. Take all the flaws into account, but also appreciate the good things about it. Definitely go try Sonic R. Well, that's all I have for you. I hope you'll drop a like on this video to help spread my content and subscribe so you don't miss a future upload. Until next time, everybody supersonic racing.